Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business. Now.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Right. Well, you ain't the first foreign type, I suppose. Gonna have to be a bit more specific though, mate. Absolute's got a few favourites around here. You here to see Priestess Gut, Boss Ragslin, or the Drow?
Seems we've pegged all three marks. Let the boss hunt begin.
Enough gabbing, yous. You want Ragslin, Gut, or the Drow? Do you now? Might feel different once she puts a burning brand to ya. She's through the main doors. Just follow the smell of burnt goblin arse.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
A priestess, one of the leaders, no doubt about it. Let's make her squeal.
What's that? Tell your friend to keep quiet, or he'll lose his good eye. Ready for the fire, are ya? Shows our devotion to the Absolute. These maggots see how strong we are with her guidance. Whole camp will be branded soon, and you should be too. You ready? Brace yourself. This'll sting. Hold still.
As the pain muddles your thoughts, your minds become entangled. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite. Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another. With the Absolute's will, I can fix anything. Let's deal with this in my chapel. It's private. Don't want this lot interfering with true soul business. Ready to clear your head? Whatever the Absolute tells me to. Don't worry, she loves you. I can tell. The Absolute will protect me. You don't stand a chance.
Your scouting party has not returned, and half of the intruders escaped your guards.
Sorry, mistress. We mucked up.
Until their sanctuary is found, I will take something precious from you. Every hour that passes. A trinket, a tongue, a limb.
I ain't no use without my limbs. The lad'll make the prisoner squeal soon enough, I swear.
Silence now, creature, or I will silence you forever.
As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours. A cold hand caressing your brain.
A true soul in such a grotesque form. The Absolute has a place in her heart even for Dathir. Her heart is more generous than mine. Join my hunt, fairy, and obey me. Worshippers of a false god. Their existence is an insult to the Absolute's claim on this region. The thief, whimpering in our dungeon, tried to flee to their sanctuary. We will continue to remove parts of him until he tells us exactly where it is. He's been resilient, but he'll talk.
We can't let them find the grove. End her now. Sooner than later, if I've got a say in it.
Enough. Speak only to me while you are in my presence. The hunt must begin soon. Tell me what you know. The Absolute will reward us with such power if we find this place. You are a poor liar. I do not know why you are protecting them, and I do not care. You defy me! You defy the Absolute! Traitor!
Praise the blade. A monster like her deserves no better.
Sugan al Shukok, Otashokek Dor. I command you, corpse. Speak. Reveal truth to the Absolute.
By Vlaakith's blade, a geich.
Nothing. Must be reading it wrong. Sugan al Shukok.
This is the big boss. Strike him down.
The hobgoblin turns to you, and the parasite squirms in your skull. You taste the ale on his tongue, and the bile in his soul.
If it isn't another true soul.
He doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance. Found the squiddy near that tentacle ship. Absolute wants to know who killed it and ran off. And who better to tell us than the corpse?
You choke on black smoke as the hobgoblin bellows his incantation.
I command you, corpse. Speak and say sooth. Lucan ok al koldek shulkokak.
The hideous corpse rises, tentacles writhing. Your heart seizes. What if the creature notes your presence at the crash site? Ragslin's mind reels, then calms. He will speak as you command. With Ragslin's voice, you ask,
What were you doing in Faerun?
Ragslin scowls, shocked by his own words, and a jolt shoots through your skull. The creature speaks in visions, a swarm of Githyanki dragon riders, silver blades held high. Control panels melting, flesh pods spilled open.
Get on the hunt. They know something.
He's suspicious, confused by the question that fell from his lips. You proceed carefully.
Why were the Gith chasing that ship?
You see dark tunnels lit by noxious pools of brine. The darkness spreads through the earth. The sky splits open, and nautiloids pour out of a void that consumes the stars.
What in the...
Suspicion floods Ragslin's mind. Your brain howls as you force a final query into his throat.
Who is... Who? You're no true soul. Yeah, you're right. You're a real true soul. I felt it.
The corpse collapses, silent once more.
No! I'm not done! Riddles, all of it, and nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat! That damned Trow was right. Can't let her get all of that glory. Seems I ain't done with you. Report to the Drow. Minthara's the name. Tell her you'll join her in attacking that camp. Say that again. 'Cause I know I didn't just hear you refuse the Absolute! Falling in line. Just what I like to see. Praise the Absolute.
The ringleaders have to die. The very natural order of things is in danger. Thanks to them. Very well. My claws are yours. Actually did it! The leader's dead! Praise Sylvanus. No, that's not right. Praise you, my friend. The Grove owes you a debt beyond measure. Killing's never my first choice, but those three were too dangerous to leave alive. Return to the Grove. I'll make my own way there. Once I've seen to some matters, then we can discuss your problem. With the leadership dead, no attack will be mounted on the Grove. I am in your debt, my friend. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. Soon. First, I must set matters to rights in the Grove. And you should celebrate your victory. After being dormant for so long, your infection is unlikely to produce new symptoms spontaneously. Tomorrow morning, we shall discuss what is to come. Rest, heal, celebrate if you wish, mourn if you must. Come morning, we shall discuss delivering you from your parasite.
A scout just reported. The Goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it. It's not enough, but it's all we have. We have put our lives on hold long enough. Just a little longer now, thankfully. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us. My people are ready to leave when you are. Just give the word.
You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
I owe you nothing. Goblins swarmed us like roaches while you stumbled after the past. You chose to abandon us. I chose to protect us.
Silence! The rite has been ended. I will allow you to stay, but consider yourself a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the Druids, our place in the natural order. You shall learn it all once again, right here. Backslide, and nature's fury will crush you.
As you wish, Master Halsin.
A dreadful misdeed. One she will never live down. But the Grove still needs her passion. You will soon see why. We will talk more of it tomorrow.
You've done it. You brought Wholesome back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanas bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. As am I. The Grove will be whole again. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this. You'll need it.
I was certain your parasite had taken hold. I'm glad I was wrong. Thank you for saving Master Halsin. For saving my home. For everything. I don't know if I can ever restore Sylvanas' peace to this place, but I'll have the chance. Thanks to you.
As you approach the camp, you hear the sound of a celebration in full swing.
I hope you'll pardon them. They meant to wait for you. But it's been some time since they've had cause to celebrate. I'm glad to see they haven't forgotten how. Will you join them? I suppose we could at that. I came out here to think, plan out our next steps. But you're right. The road will still be there in the morning. Come then. I hope you will forgive the pageantry, a custom we developed in Avernus. The sky there is utterly black. We took to filling it with stars of our own, to think of better nights in brighter places. Nights such as this one, with a light for every life you've saved. Oh, yes. Volo also wished to show his appreciation.
The glimmering glow of victory's light, like stones in Shah's black skirt of night, casts shrines to which we all might pray. Our terror has been chased away. Say you've wept and begged and fled, a viper's nest, your only bed. You dream of when your babes might say, our terror has been chased away. A band of strangers, strange and banded, arms to arms and sword in handed, did neither trust nor peace betray. Our terror has been chased away. This band, these strangers, stood and fought, and with their blood our futures bought, that we might live to see bright day. Our terror has been chased away. Our terror, yes, our pain and longing, gone, replaced with sweet belonging. And now a path by God's away, our terror has been chased away. What secret in a hero's heart unlocks great valor's stellar start? A gift that gives us leave to say, our terror has been chased away. We raise our glasses, hearts and souls, our very lives to those we owe. For though they could have left the fray, their honor was not chased away.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? Absolutely. With a foot in two worlds, you're the force joining both. You're going to love it.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. A pity for us both you've turned your back on me so often. Vlaakith demands of me no less. If only you'd earned the right to lay at my side. Come morning, you will wonder. You will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt. Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Tieflings. Never gave you all much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. I'd rather enjoy this wine on my own, so... find your entertainment elsewhere?
Thank you. I'm glad you sought me out. Amidst all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening. I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to make merry. Just the two of us. It would. Actually, on second thought, I can't think of it entailing anything particularly enticing at all. Forgive me. I seem to be of two minds and two moods. We'll blame the wine and leave it at that. But before you go, I know there are many things about me that remain shrouded in mystery. You've been very patient with me. I appreciate that. The time has come to paint you the true picture. I can only hope my tale will live up to your expectations. Tonight, of course, we celebrate. I won't keep you any longer. Tomorrow night, though, you're in for quite the bedtime story.
There she is, the woman herself. Let us raise a glass to freedom from tyranny. May we hew a clear path for the downtrodden to travel. To you, a legend in the making. And to the blade, another wrong righted, another page written. Your heart beats strong, friend. I'm proud to fight at your side. Now go off, have your fun. I've got a tankard keeping me company.
There you are. Come now, settle in. If you are to repay what you owe, then there is no time to waste. Start at the beginning. Ye gods! Then let us add ignorance to your list of crimes. I am Vola Thempkedam, realm-renowned author, and tastemaker. My next piece was meant to be an exposé on the local goblins and their absolute. They're quite dead now, as you know. Too dead to provide a single meaningful quote. You stole a story from me. Courtesy demands I get yours in return. First, you'll need a name. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk, after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all. Grove Keeper. Are you a gardener? We aim to cultivate mystery, not shrubbery. No, your actions in the grove are most heroic, but I'm afraid this is a matter of style, not sentiment. Back to the revelry with you. I'll give the matter some thought in a small council.
I trust you celebrated most heartily. Curious. I wonder if the tadpole shares in your suffering the morning after. Well, perhaps we can make you feel better, in more ways than one. I promised to help you with your infection. There's cause for hope, but it's complicated. Some form of magic is arresting the ceremorphosis process, while still granting you certain benefits. Your ability to read each other's thoughts, for instance. Magic such as this doesn't arise naturally. Someone is pulling the strings, someone of great power. If you wish to cure your infection, you must find them. These absolute wretches are rallied at Moonrise Towers, farther along the Chiontha. Whoever is behind this magic must be there. You must go there. The journey will be perilous, but it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger. I won't be held accountable just because you're naive enough to expect easy answers. Now, allow me to continue. To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or cutting through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel leading from the Temple of Selûne right down into the Underdark and beyond. The entrance is hidden somewhere in the temple ruins. Aradin and his lot thought they'd find fortune down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm managed to rally a whole army of Dark Justices in a secret stronghold deep in the Underdark. From there, his forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers in secret. But Ketheric was defeated before he could launch an attack from the Underdark. Ketheric took his secrets with him to the grave. You'd need a veritable underground city to conceal the force he mustered. Yet none has ever been found. If you find it, I'll wager it'll reveal a route all the way to Moonrise Towers, bypassing the worst of the Shadow Curse. Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. Unfinished business. It seems our fates have aligned. The Shadow Curse. It's an affront to nature and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet, if I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. You'll need to pick it up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in the Temple of Selûne. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her. Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Indeed. We've quite the journey ahead of us.